Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to do a reading for the chosen. If you find that this resonates with you in any way, please be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and let us know how it resonates with your circumstance. So let's jump right into it, y'all. I want to start off with my Declare and Decree deck. Y'all know if you want to order any of my decks, my products, personal reading, tarot lessons, t-shirts, whatever, check the description box for my email, and I'll get back to you, okay? Oh, okay, so I have one that just flew on the floor, and then I have one in my hand. The one in my hand says, all pain and trauma caused towards myself, my ancestors, and offspring is now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. All pain and trauma caused towards myself, my ancestors, and offspring is now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. This is what you want to write on paper and burn to clear from your energy. Let's see what fell. Okay, so I also have here, all spiritual and physical cord attachments to all wicked cults, known and unknown, are now destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. All spiritual and physical cord attachments to all wicked cults, known and unknown, are now destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. So this could be, I know some of you are like, I ain't never been associated with a cult, but you'd be surprised what a cult is. Society has given people a false illusion about what cults are. And what's interesting is that I was thinking about contractual agreements, and this is at the bottom of the deck, so I think you should add this in here too. All contractual agreements made by myself and my ancestors that does not serve the highest good of my lineage are now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. All contractual agreements made by myself and my ancestors that does not serve the highest good of my lineage are now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. I was thinking about contracts when I saw the Wicked Cults card, because you'd be surprised at the type of contracts and bonding, rituals and things like that you might have done or your ancestors might have done in ignorance, thinking that it was the righteous thing to do, when in fact it was actually creating an anchor for the lineage, or creating blockages for the lineage, or keeping you tied down to something that would ultimately hinder you from receiving your inheritance, birthright, and sovereignty. So these are three things, very deep message to start off with off the break. But these are things that you want to write down and burn, okay? So go back, screenshot it, write it down, put it on paper. I'm going to start off with my Diary of a Spiritual Black Sheep deck. If you resonate with either of the decks that I've used so far, feel free to order them. So I have here, it's better to ask for help from others than to carry the load alone. You've given much of yourself, and now it's time to allow others to reciprocate the energy. Release the burden of overextending yourself to ungrateful individuals. You may have held on due to emotional codependency. Allow the truth to be seen so that you can move forward and attract what is rightfully yours. So definitely a strong energy of stop overgiving. That's what it's saying. Don't overgive of yourself anymore. Give people the permission in the room to give to you now. If you need help in certain areas of your life and you feel like you've been carrying a burden because either you don't want to burden someone else with it, or you've gotten so accustomed to doing it alone that, you feel like, what should I ask for if I've been doing it myself? But keep in mind, though, other people don't have no problem with asking for things when they want it. Okay, even if they can do certain things alone, let me turn my light on. Even if they can do certain things alone, they still don't do it. They'll go and ask somebody with the quickness, you specifically. So don't be afraid to ask. So let's just see. We're going to jump into the message. Look at that. 4 of Pentacles. That's you holding on to your purse, holding on to your wallet for the fellas. Stop over giving of yourself, your finances, your energy, your emotions, because it's time for you to start giving back to yourself and giving other people permission to give to you, to return the favor. So 4 of Pentacles. This is you holding on to those things that you hold value. What is the 4 of Pentacles energy? Consciousness. Wow. So this goes even deeper. It goes beyond finances. We're also talking about overgiving of your spiritual wisdom, your intuitive insight. Some of you out there, I just heard, you might have a gift of reading energy. This light don't never stay on. I mean, hold on, y'all. Okay, I just have to make it work. But it could be some of you have spiritual gifts, and you might have those particular friends or particular family members or people that just love to siphon your energy. They always asking you, what do you think about this? Can you do a reading on this? Can you tap in and see what you think about this? Just taking. And they see the value in what you have to offer, but there's no reciprocity, right? There's no reciprocity. Sometimes you don't even get a dang on thank you. But they're constantly pulling on your energy for you to tap in and to get messages and use your consciousness and that higher wisdom to help guide them. And they see the value in it, but not enough to give back to you. And that's a problem. So for some of you, some of you are being called to hold on to your finances. Others of you are being called to hold back when it comes to openly expressing what that third eye sees. With people that are not reciprocal. Okay? Not for those of you who are doing spiritual work. I'm talking about for those of you who have people that take advantage of your gifts and give nothing in return. So you have the control card. So let's clarify and see what the control is, because this is like an energy of keeping somebody boxed in. This is an energy of keeping somebody boxed in. What is this control all about? Let me see. What deck do I want to use? Control. This is from this card here, my IC Tarot deck, okay? That's my other deck. I always got to tell y'all which decks are which until I get a site up. Eventually, I will invest in a website, but I haven't done it yet. I will. I have someone in mind in particular. So, control. Let's clarify control. Two of Cups and the Four of Wands. Somebody, I can also pick up someone wants to hold on to you. This control card, maybe somebody wants to keep you back from getting to this type of energy, which is, secure, stable, protected, in union with like-minded people, celebration. It's a lot of celebration in both of these cards here. But it's definitely something about balance, partnerships, unions. Awareness. I think there could be people around who want to hold on tightly to you. Like, they see your value, but they're concerned that if you get into union with a particular person, or if you become friends with certain types of people, or, business partners, that there's going to be a lot of celebration. There's going to be a lot of balance and happiness in your life. And they're not going to be able to use you up anymore for whatever it is they've been trying to gain from you. This card of awareness is here. So it's like seeing through the veil, okay? Pulling those curtains back and seeing the true nature of a person, but burning through the fears of stepping away from that energy. It's also an energy of clearing and healing your shadow self, because it could be that the shadow side of you might have held on to particular people or situations out of emotional codependency. So you might not have needed anything from them per se, because they probably weren't willing to give it anyway. But emotional codependency could indicate that there's a fear that if you let go of an unhealthy dynamic, you may not have that person to fall back on, even though they're really not there like that, or a fear of being alone, or, things like that. But there's strong awareness, like you have some really powerful gifts, and I feel like there's people around you that they don't want you to have full clarity about those gifts. Like, they don't want you to really see the value in it. That's what I'm picking up. They see the value in your gifts. That's why they always asking you for help. Can you do this? Can you do that? They see how powerful your natural gifts are. I'm talking about your spiritual gifts. But at the same time, they want to hold on to your energy really strongly, because they fear that if you really realize how powerful you are when it comes to your spiritual gifts, that you're going to take off. Like, you might start seeing certain things about them, okay, burning through that veil. You might start seeing certain things about them, and how these people try to keep you in the shadows. They want you to remain in your shadow self in fear of the potential that you have if you step into your power, or in fear of your spiritual gifts, okay? In fear of what's on the other side of that curtain. They want you afraid of it, but they want to hold on to you at the same time because they see the value in it. But their biggest fear is that you will see the value in it, and as a result, you will attract like-minded people who you can really build with, okay? But it wouldn't be them. That's what I'm picking up really strongly here. So let me clarify awareness. King of Swords. King of Swords is an energy of being able to see something, okay? The Page of Cups also came out, so we'll talk about that. King of Swords is the investigator. Like, he's going to comb through all of the details. So this awareness card makes sense to be clarified by the King of Swords, because that also means that you're a no-nonsense type of person. The King of Swords makes practical head-over-heart decisions. So you wouldn't be, the King of Swords uses this sword to make cuts in his life too. If it don't feel right, he's going to cut it out. Because King of Swords is all about justice. What's fair, what's balanced, what's right. So it ain't no emotions on the table. It's like, nope, I'm fully aware. I see something for what it is, or I see that person for what it is. You might start to see somebody for who they are, or multiple people, and you make cuts where necessary. And it's a head over heart decision. They're afraid that if you become aware, you're going to cut them out. Six of Cups. It could be because these people have been around you for a very long time. So some of you might just have an emotional attachment to them because you grew up with them. But they're not the same anymore. They may have been very different. Y'all might have had a lot in common when you was younger, you know, when you were children, when you was growing up in your teenage years. But now that you are more aware, you see who you are, you're awakening, your consciousness is beginning to awaken. You're no longer, you're removing yourself from emotionally codependent situations. Like, that's, at some point in your awakening, you become so conscious of who you are here as a spirit having a human experience that you're no longer emotionally codependent on people. Like, you get to that place as you continue to evolve and grow. And I feel like this King of Swords energy is a strong indicator that that's where you're moving to, and that's where they fear. That's what they fear you becoming. The King of Swords. Asking all the right questions. Gaining all the right answers. And making cuts where necessary as a result of what you see. Five of Cups. They're afraid. They're afraid. That's a grieving energy. That's an energy of feeling like, you know, you've missed out. So I do feel, and you know what I'm also picking up, is the emotional trauma bonding energy, because the Six of Cups and the Five of Cups, they want you to feel like if you walk away from them, you'll be missing out on something. Like, you won't be a part of something. If it's a family dynamic, if you become too woke and you start to see them for who they are too much, and you step out of the shadows too far, they want you to believe that ultimately that's going to lead you to emotionally feeling like you just missed out, you lost everybody, you're grieving. That's what they want you to feel like. 6 plus the 5 of Cups is 11. 11 breaks down to a 2. You won't even have to worry about that though, because you already had the 2 of Cups come out. So once you release them, you're not going to be grieving that situation. There's some part of you that could grieve what it used to be. What it used to be when y'all were younger, when you had more in common, when life hadn't beat you down, when you had not started to see the true nature of who these people were. You might miss this side of things. But these people have changed. They're not who they used to be, and they don't have the right intentions for one to keep you around besides emotionally bonding you, trauma bonding you. This is what you're moving towards once you give yourself permission to let go of the past and even grieve the past. Because you might have to grieve the past, 1441 was just on my timer when I turned it back on. So when you look at 1441, it's like it's a opposite energy. Y'all are two opposites now. What you have in common is the roots, right? The foundation of where you came from, where you were reared up from with that number 4. It's something about your roots, right? But it's no longer secure because I feel like your opposite energies now. See, the hangman is at the bottom of the deck. The hangman is here at the bottom of the deck. You're going to come into union with like-minded people for sure. People that are just as intuitive and as conscious and as awakened. They've done just as much work to heal. They've made cuts in their lives too. And so people who have gone through the phase of being in hermit mode and having to reestablish what family looks like for them, what relationships and friendships looks like for them, you will come into union with people just like that. And so there's this strong desire to hold on to you. Look at that, 4 of Cups. Why so many cups? Emotions. Queen of Cups in the reverse is at the bottom of the deck. This is an energy of someone who is emotionally codependent. Queen of Cups in the reverse. There are people who are truly emotionally codependent on your energy. And so they're afraid that if you walk away, they're going to be sitting here discontent, bored, dissatisfied with life. But yet at the same time, the 4 of Cups is an energy of ignoring the new opportunity that's presented to you. Ignoring that you too can heal. You too can go within and have that cup that's overflowing with, from self-love and self-realization and things like that. They can have it too. But there's a process. It doesn't come without sacrifice. It doesn't come without going into isolation and really going through those tower moments and dying to the old version of yourself and having to clean yourself up and having to heal and having to lose friends and family members and lovers and money and all of that. Yeah, it gets that deep. Y'all know how it is out there. Most people don't want to go through that process. So they would rather hold on to your energy and, that crabs in a barrel, misery loves company type of mentality. All right, well, at least stay over here to keep me company. Yeah, we both gonna stay asleep together. But they can still use up the little bit of wisdom and consciousness that you may be able to obtain being in their energy and try to use that to their advantage, but still want to keep you stuck because ultimately it's all about control. But I feel like you're gonna step into this King of Swords energy if you haven't already done it, where certain people, they just can't feed off of you anymore. They can't do it. They're going to have to use their own gifts, tap into their own abilities to gain spiritual messages and spiritual downloads. And the fact of the matter is, we just got to keep it real. As nice as it would be to say, well, everybody has divine access to messages. No, everybody doesn't. Because everybody will not rise into their divinity to be able to tap in on that level. Not everybody will. Because some people will be too selfish and they'll be too carnal minded to give themselves permission to rise to that place in life. And so they'll likely transition from here without ever having that access. And so you become their receptor. You become their antenna. You become their messenger, their personal assistant when it comes to spiritual messages. And that is not your position here. You are not a personal assistant to a karmic that refuses to do the work. You do not just give out your divine gifts because they are more valuable than anything that you can give them material-wise. They want to use that up. 3 of Pentacles, that's an energy of, okay, I want to work with you. I want to build with you. Let's do this together. We a team. But what you a team in doing? Let's see. Because you're supposed to be building with like-minded people. A team in doing what? Look at that. This is what they are the team doing. The doggone 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords. That's what they want to team up and do so they can take from you. So they can take what you hold valuable. And again, this man is stealing from this woman's purse. And this is you holding on to what you hold valuable, which is your spiritual wisdom. Now, like I said, for some of you, this is your finances holding back there too and not overgiving of yourself anymore. But with that consciousness card, this shows me a lot of you, this is your spiritual wisdom. They just want to take it. What can I get from you? So that's why they want to build with you, because they know that you hold something that's very, very valuable that they really, really want. And instead of doing the work to obtain it on their own, they would rather take a shortcut and just take it from you. Look at that, 9 of Swords. People are stressed. These people are going through things emotionally, losing sleep at night because life is lifing on them. Because they don't have the right intentions. You cannot do wrong by a chosen seed and anticipate that life is going to go smoothly. It will not. Karma will bite that ass every single time, especially when you're going up against a chosen seed that's conscious of the fact that they're chosen. They're conscious of the fact that they have the authority to call judgment. Oh, you're really in trouble. And I think this person, they feel like you don't see them. You don't see their intentions, but this is messing them up mentally. They can't sleep at night because they're so busy trying to take. What can I get? What is the Seven of Swords? Seven of Swords is freedom. They want to take your freedom. See, bottom of the deck says power position. You've been crowned. You've been given that breastplate of protection. You've been crowned a god or a goddess out there. You have the swords of truth, the clarity, the swords of clarity. Your third eye is open. The tree of life is here. You have a high spiritual ranking, and that's what they want to take. They want to be all up in your energy to gain access to every bit of spiritual wisdom that you have. Because ultimately, I feel like we're dealing with a copycat here. We could be dealing with someone who wants to pull on your gifts because they know that what comes with that ability, that knowledge that you possess, is freedom. That's what comes with it, freedom. You see that cardinal feather this person is holding on to? They know that you are tapped in. So this person wants to pull on your energy because they know that you have a power position in the spiritual realm. That high level of consciousness and awareness that you possess, oh, they want that. They want it badly because they know that they're not willing to put in the work to gain it themselves. So this person is stressed out. Why are they so stressed out? They could be stressed out because you may not be accepting their offers of friendship or things like that. You could be pulling back. Why are they stressed out? What is this Nine of Swords energy? The Hermit. I told you. Look at that. The Tower is at the bottom of the deck. You have gone into hermit mode. They don't have access to your energy. They don't have access to all of this knowledge and wisdom that you're acquiring in your solitude. And that's stressing them out. That got them up at night thinking, overthinking. Well, what am I going to do now? What am I going to do? How am I going to manifest what I want if I don't have access to this person's energy? Because whoever this is, they want your gifts for money. They want to steal your spiritual wisdom so that they can gain something financially. They want access to your spiritual gifts because for them, it's monetary gain that comes with that. They're doing it for all the wrong doggone reasons. And this is why intuitively you might have felt guided to pull back, go into hermit mode, isolate yourself from these people and bring the Tower down on them. The Tower is like, okay, I'm putting this to rest. I'm putting this to rest and I'm getting ready to go into solitude. All right. So people are running. They're afraid. They're afraid of what's coming from this. Let me see. Why do they want access to your consciousness, your higher wisdom? Why they want this so bad? I strongly believe that they want this because it's all about money. And that is not why the Most High gifts us with spiritual intuitive gifts. The Most High gifts us with these gifts because we are here to awaken humanity. We are here to break generational curses. We are here to tap into higher wisdom in order to help guide people and to pull people up out of the matrix and to remove the smoke screens and illusions that society has placed over them and their ancestors. We are here to help awaken others. Yes, it attracts wealth when you step into your purpose, but you don't step into your purpose for the sake of gaining wealth. This person wants to step into your shoes for the sake of gaining wealth. And this is why destructive energy, divine intervention is coming upon their heads. I don't even know if they see this coming, but they in the right mindset. Yeah, they should be grieving, but they got more reasons to be grieving than what they think. Because see what they doing, this is a spiritual, this right here is breaking spiritual law. When you trying to steal somebody's spiritual gifts and you only want them around because you know they're tapped in and because they have a very powerful position in the spiritual realm, and you're doing it because you want to siphon and steal their spiritual gifts, you want to gain as much wisdom as you can. You want to tap into what they're doing as much as possible so that ultimately you can use it for yourself, for your own personal gain. Not because you give a damn about helping people, but because you give a damn about your wallet, right? To the point where you will break spiritual law to try to take somebody else's consciousness. That right there is a violation that goes beyond anything they can do in the 3D. This is spiritual violation. The world is here. I have 2 more cards, 7 of Wands and a 7 of Cups. They're being blocked. Your spiritual team is blocking this person from your energy. You will be lifted up. You will be recognized for who the Most High has created you to be. You will be recognized for these gifts. This person that wants to come in and create confusion, that has all of these unhealthy patterns, this person wanted to create illusions because they was confused about what they should be doing. So they're out here trying to figure out that note. But then when they came across you and they saw the amount of attention and the amount of inspiration that you bring to others and the recognition and how powerful your gifts are and how much of a power position this has placed you in, they said, okay, I want some of that. I want some of what they have. So they could have come in and created smoke screens for you in order to try and control you, right? Ultimately, it was all about controlling you and keeping you fixed and boxed in so that they could use your gifts for themselves, right? That's what this was all about. But your spiritual team said, absolutely not. Okay? They are not playing no games. They're coming in to take down any and everybody that thinks that they're getting ready to use and misuse and abuse you because they see the potential in what you have. They see the value in what you have. Your spiritual team is not playing no games. But this is also you standing your ground and protecting your energy and recognizing what these people's intentions are towards you. Setting healthy boundaries for yourself and letting them know you ain't here to play either. Because see, apparently they forgot. You know, sometimes people tend to get into this place where they figure, especially when you do spiritual work, folks thinks that you know, some people that don't have any spiritual awareness thinks that a person that meditates, that's all about healing their chakras, that's all about the love frequency, they think you soft. They think you're a sucker. And they think that you're easily manipulated. They think you're naive. They think that you're an easy walkover. They feel like it's taking candy from a baby because they think that you're the same person that's talking about, okay, I'm going to turn the other cheek. You slap this one, I will turn this cheek so you can slap that one harder. Who? No, a person that's fully conscious and awakened, that's the last person that you want to play with. Because yes, while we are on the love frequency, please don't get it twisted. Because there's a polarity to everything. But we don't have to handle you in a low vibrational way. Oh, you will be handled though. And you will wish that we would have handled you from a low vibrational standpoint. Oh yes, they will wish that that's the way that you came at them. People better get it right. Got me getting upset over here. So they're blocked. You are going to take the leap of faith towards your destiny, whether they like it or not. And they can come in with their little offers, you know, love bombing you and all this other foolishness, but you're still going to jump, whether they like it or not. You're still going to move on, whether they like it or not. 6 of Swords. They say you're not going to stay in no energy where people are competing with you, trying to hold on to your energy. You are holding back. You are protecting what is valuable. It's here twice. You're protecting what's valuable to you. Queen of Pentacles. That's all they wanted, though. They wanted to use it to gain finances, financial gain. That's what it was for them. All of these pentacles coming out when it comes to their energy, just money. Look at that, 10 of Pentacles in a reverse. But now that you've withdrawn your energy, because for some of you, this is family members. They just want to pull on your wisdom. They want to pick at your brain, see what they can gain so that they can try to use it to regurgitate it and try to pretend that it was their own or your spiritual and creative ideas and gifts. And, you know, no. They're going to take a whole lot of losses. They will not create generational wealth off of your back and off of your gifts while they sit over there leaving you for broke. Okay? Leave you for broke. They won't. The messed up part is that this person or these people, they'll take all of your gifts, build up all of that wealth if they could, but they can't. But if they could, this is in their old silly small brains. If they could build up all of that wealth by using your gifts and your creative ideas, they would turn around and take everything from you and wouldn't give you a doggone thing. Wouldn't give you nothing, knowing that they built all of that up off of you and your creativity. And that's why they got to go. Seven of Pentacles. They better sit there and figure it out for themselves. Because see, right now, things are stunted for them. There's no growth. There's no progress for them. So they're looking confused. They're looking bewildered. Okay? They don't know what to do next. And that's why they was looking in your direction, hoping that you would be able to come in there and nurture those seeds for them. But it ain't going to happen. Page of Wands in the reverse. Negative. That's a reject. Rejected because they're bad news. See, Nine of Pentacles. They will not gain wealth on your back. Matter of fact, not only are they not going to gain wealth by stealing your gifts and copying off of you, but they're also going to lose the little that they do have. Nine of Pentacles in a reverse. They will not acquire wealth. Okay? It's not going to happen. Because you're not going to keep on giving to them. All of these pentacles coming out. That's all they think about. Nine of Pentacles in a reverse. Page of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles twice. Queen of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles in a reverse. That's all they think about. And that's the problem. The Sun in the reverse. They are not enlightened. These are not enlightened beings. They don't even like nature. These people don't even freaking like nature. Okay? You tell them to plant their feet in the grass, they're going to look at you like you crazy. But got the audacity to think that they deserve to have higher wisdom. When you're not even willing to do the work to get grounded, to get back to your origins, to come into remembrance of who you are, to connect with those things that the Most High created for your healing, they don't even want to do that work. The things that are simple, the things that are free, they don't even want to do that, but got the audacity to think that they can stand in your shoes. These are some foolish people. So yes, walking away is the best thing that you can do for yourself. I don't care how much history you have with these people. I don't care if you was raised from knee high. It does not matter. Walk away and do it with a smile. Because this is you moving towards your happiness, moving towards your wish fulfillment, finding happiness from within where you don't have to depend on nobody. You do not have to remain stuck. Hangman in the reverse. Give yourself permission to see this from a higher perspective. Look at these people through your spiritual eyes. There it is. High Priestess. Look at these people through your spiritual eyes. Sometimes if you feel like you're blocked and you're not completely sure, right? You might still be coming into a realization of your gifts, but you don't fully trust them yet, but you will get there. Sometimes you got to hire a High Priestess, someone that you trust. You can always reach out to me. Invest in yourself. If you question particular people in your life and you need to know how should you be moving with them, how is this relationship with them impacting your forward movement? How is it impacting your creativity? However, sometimes you just got to tap in. If you ain't reading for yourself, seek somebody out that you trust. Because it's very clear. There's so many different things. Like you have that Ace of Wands is a gift from the Most High. These are creative ideas, feeling inspired to take advantage of something new and to move on those creative ideas. You have gifts that you're supposed to be focused on right now. But see, King of Swords in a reverse, somebody doesn't want you to gain the clarity about that. Okay? Look at that, the devil. They want you stuck, chained, and bonded to them. That's what they want. They want you stuck, chained, and bonded to them, afraid of moving forward. Don't let this person try to chain you down to them. Don't let them do it, okay? Two of Pentacles in a reverse. Make a firm decision. You're not going to juggle this people in your life. Take action towards your creative ideas and your visions. I'm going to take one more card to close out. Let's see. I'm going to pull from my Diary of Spiritual Black Sheep deck. But that's just no. We ain't doing that. And no. So this says here, your eyes are wide open. You are able to see the repeat cycles that kept playing in your life and the lack of and the lack of balance that existed in your past. Now that you have accepted the truth, there's great transformation happening within you and around you. Now the energy smooths out and leads you into a much more peaceful and balanced existence. Get ready to experience new soulmate connections. Your eyes are wide open. You are fully conscious. You see things for what they are. Give yourself permission to move in the right direction based on what's being revealed to you. Listen to your intuition. Make cuts where necessary. You know, if you have to grieve walking away from particular situations, grieve it and keep moving forward, because these people or this person, they don't mean well by you at all. They just want it for what they can gain financially. And that is not how the Most High has this thing set up, especially when it comes to spiritual gifts, spiritual wisdom. Yeah, they got it messed up. So that's my message for you all. I love you. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let us know how this resonates with your circumstance, and I'll talk to y'all next time.